Hello everyone, this is part 5 of my Sonic Minecraft pixel art tutorial, and we're going to start off by actually filling in some of the parts of Sonic before we actually complete the outline. So, let's put away the black wall. I know some of you are not going to like that, but let's switch to the gray wall now, and we're going to move down here to the bottom, I don't want to say all the way to the bottom right corner of the pixel art, but you should be able to make out by now that this is Sonic's hand, and it looks like this is Sonic's thumb, and it's right underneath Sonic's thumb. This empty space here that kind of goes up to the left, you're going to fill this in here with the gray wool. So fill this in with the gray wool, and it should look like this. Now you're going to be switching over to the nether brick and the nether rack. So let's switch to the nether brick. And starting from this empty space, starting from the bottom left, you're going to place 2 blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now switch over to the nether rack, fill in this empty space here with the nether rack. Now let's move over here to the left, to this empty space. Now you're going to switch over to the nether brick and place 2 blocks going across down here. So that's 1, 2. And then place another 2 blocks on top of these. So that's 1, 2. Now switch to the nether rack and fill in this empty space here with nether rack. And it should look like this so far. So now we're going to be switching over to the white wool. So let's switch over to the white wool. And let's move over here to the left. Now we're going to start from the bottom right corner of this empty space, but we're going to skip a space going to the left, so we're going to skip that space and start from there. So starting from there, you're going to place 4 blocks going up with white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. Now you're going to place, starting on top of the white wool, so starting from there, you're going to place 3 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And now place 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. So that's 1, 2. And then 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. And it should look like this. Now we're going to also switch over to the snow block. Now with the snow block, starting on this empty space here, in between the black wool and the white wool, you're going to fill in just this single empty space here with the snow block. So let's fill this in with the snow. Just the upper part of the white wool. Okay. And then we're going to switch over to the white wool and fill in these 2 empty spaces here with the white wool. Let's fill this. So it looks like that. Now let's move over here to the left, this time starting from the bottom right corner. Again, we're going to skip 2 empty spaces and start on the 3rd one. So this is 1 space, this is 2 space, and this is 3. Now we're going to start from right there. Starting from there, you're just going to place 2 white wools going up. That's 1, 2. And then place 4 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 5 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now 2 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1 and 2. Now place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. Now we're going to switch over to the light gray wool. So let's switch over to the light gray wool. We'll place 1 light gray wool on top of this 1 white wool. So place 1 there. Now starting on top of this light gray wool, you're going to place 4 blocks going across to the left. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 2 sets of 2s going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Now we're going to switch over to the white wool again, and we're going to move over here to these 2 black wools that are close to this white wool and this light gray wool. Just moving down here. Starting on top of these 2 black wools, you're going to place 2 white wools going up. That's 1 and 2. So it looks like that. Now we're going to switch over to the stone block. Now with the stone block, you're going to fill in this empty space here with the stone, so fill that in. And it should look like this with the stone block. Now let's switch over to the white wool, and with the white wool, we're going to fill in this single empty space here with white wool, staying within the white wool and black wool outline. Next, we're going to switch over to the snow block, and we're going to fill in these two empty spaces here because they are two, because this black wool here splits them up. So you're just going to fill in this space and this space here with the snow block. So let's fill this in. So it looks like that. Now we're going to switch over to the gray wool again, and we're going to move to this small space and fill this in with the gray wool. So let's do that. Oh, I picked something that was not the gray wool. Here we go. Okay, the gray wool. Fill this in. And there we have the first part of Sonic's shoe. Now, we're going to move to the left and go down here. Not where this egg is. What is this egg doing here? Go away, egg. We're going to move to this empty space. That's not too far from here. This is just the leg. This large empty space here is just Sonic's leg. We're going to move to the left and find this small space here. Now, what we're going to do is switch over to the snow block. Now, with the snow block, we're going to place two snow blocks going up alongside on the right side of these two black wools. So that's 1, 2. And then we're going to place one snow block on the right side of this black wool. So that's 1. Now switch over to the white wool and fill in this empty space here with white wool. Let's fill this in. And it should look like this. Now we're going to move over here to the left, continuing to the left. And you should find this large space, but we're not going to focus on it just yet. We're going to move down here to this empty space, which is not too far from where we just left off. What you're going to do is switch over to the red wool, and with the red wool, you're just going to fill in this empty space here with the red wool. So do that now. Hey, Mr. Pig. There's a pig behind the stupid pig slot. Hey, come here. Okay, I missed. So, it should look like this. Now we're going to switch over to the... Let's see. We're going to switch over to the white wool. Why not finish making Sonic's two shoes? This is the shoe, right? Okay, yeah, this is the shoe. Let's go over here. This empty space here that's in between the space that we just filled in here and this other space that we filled in with the red wool. We're going to start from the middle space. As you can see, there's 3 empty spaces separating. We're going to start from the middle. So from there, place 3 blocks going up with white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it looks like this. And I will be right back after this dumb rainstorm is over. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Rain. So now you're going to be placing 2 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2. Now 6 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2. Now 2 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2. Now you're going to place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. And it should be making contact with these 2 black wools going across. So now that we have that, we're going to be switching over to the snow block. Now with the snow block, I did something here that has to be changed. Don't worry, we'll fix that in a little bit. You'll see what. Now with the snow block, you're going to be filling in this single empty space here with the snow. So let's fill this in. Staying within the outline, of course. I should probably time-lapse this, but I will not. Don't worry, the tutorial part should be extra long. I'm making these tutorials closer to an hour long this time. No more 30-minute long tutorials. It's going to be an hour long, or at least 50. maximum, or I should say least. Maximum will be over an hour. Okay, so now that we've filled this empty space with the snow, it should look like this. Now to reveal my mistake. So I got these two colors confused. Right there and right there. Urgh. It's obvious to see, like, you can clearly tell this is light gray and this is white wool. But in my inventory, you can't really tell. They're not that distinguished. So I got mixed up. Felix scooped. So just go ahead and replace these light gray, or I should say white wools with light gray wools. So whoops. Felix made a mistake. That's fine. We can just recover. Not a big deal. Alright, so we replaced those white wools with the light gray wools. And now that we've replaced them, we're going to fill in this single empty space here with the white wool. So let's fill this in while the cow is over there. You stay over there, cow. For those of you who are longtime subscribers, you know my feelings towards the cows. And especially when it comes to tutorial videos. So you keep your distance, cow. You don't want none of this. I don't have to pull out the splash potion of harm. Okay, so when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. Now let's move up here to this empty space, which is really a large space that goes up to there. So first things first, let's switch over to the stone block. And let's fill in that small empty space there with the stone block. Now let's switch over to the light gray wool. Now with the light gray wool, you're going to place 4 blocks going across on top of these 4 black wools. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now starting on top of the left block of these 2 black wools, starting from there, place 3 blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move over here and do the complete opposite. Starting on the right block of these 2 black wools, you're going to place 3 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. So it should look like this. Now place 1 light gray wool on top of the left block of these 3 light gray wools, I should say. Place the 1 light gray wool there. And we're going to move over here to the right and do the same thing. Place 1 light gray wool on top of this. So it looks like this. There's a pattern going on. Okay, so now we're going to move to these 4 black wools that are going up, that are next to the stone block. Now, starting on top of it with the light gray wool, you're going to place 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. Now, starting from the top block of the 3 blocks on the left side, you're going to place 2 blocks going down. That's 1, 2. Now, place 2 blocks going down on the left side. That's 1 and 2. Now, place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. 4 blocks diagonal. That's 1, 2, 3. Wow, I messed that up. 3, 4, and that's 4. Okay. So that's 4 blocks. And it should look like this so far. Now, starting on top of this black wool, that's directly below this light gray wool. So starting from there, you're going to place 2 blocks going across to the left. So that's 1 and 2. Now you're going to be switching to the stone block and place 1 stone block on the left side of this light gray wool. So place 1 there. Switch over to the light gray wool. Let's see. No, let's switch over to the white wool now. Getting these blocks confused. Grr. Okay, so switching over to the white wool, starting from there on the left side of the stone block, you're going to place 4 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 3 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3. Now let's switch back over to the stone block and let's head back to the 4 white wools going across. Starting on top of the right block, you're going to place 2 blocks going up. That's 1, 2. Switch over to the white wool and place 1 white wool on top of the stone. And now with the white wool, you're going to fill in this empty space here with the white wool. Switch over to the snow block. Now fill in this empty space here with the snow block. And once you've done that, what you're going to do next is switch over to the stone block. That was the snow block that we used to fill that in. Now we're going to switch over to the stone block. And before we actually time-lapse this, because this is going to be time-lapse, let's switch to the light gray wool instead. Let's just fill in these small empty spaces here in between the black wool and the light gray wool. So fill those in. So it looks like that. Now you're going to switch over to the stone block and fill in this empty space here along with this empty space here with the stone block. So do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. Now we're going to be switching to a few colors. We're going to be switching to the obsidian, the blue wool, the cyan wool, and for whatever reason, I completely goofed and forgot to tell you that you needed the light blue wool because I didn't have it in the lineup. I fixed it just now. So if you have the blocks here, you can fix it as well. I don't understand why. Why I keep forgetting a block. It's not the first time that I've actually forgotten to tell you a certain type of block that you need for pixel art. Believe me, it's not. So, you're also going to be needing the light blue wool. So we're going to first start off with the obsidian block, and from this area we're going to move up here to these two black wools going across, starting underneath the left block of these two black wools. With the obsidian, you're going to be placing it 2 blocks, not 2, but 3 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now fill in this empty space here with the obsidian. Now we're going to move down and to the left, going all the way over here until we reach these 2 black wools going across that are making contact with these 3 black wools going across. And what we're going to do is, starting on the right side of these 2 black wools, you're going to be placing 2 obsidian blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now we're going to move up here and start on the right side of these 3 black wools. So from there, place 2 sets of 3s going across on the upper level to the right. 2 sets of 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. Now place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. So that's 1 and 2. And now 2 blocks going down on the right side. That's 1 and 2. Now switch over to the cyan stained clay. Oh, I keep saying cyan stained clay. I'm just thinking of, what am I thinking of? I believe it's the Bonnie Part 5. You'll see that soon enough. So switch over to the cyan wall. Now starting on top of this black wall, you're going to be placing 2 blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place 1 cyan wool on top of this black wool. Let's place 1 there. Now switch over to the obsidian and fill in this empty space here with the obsidian block. And it should look like that. Now we're going to be switching over to the light blue wool. Now with the light blue wool, we're going to start on the right side of these 2 cyan wools. Or I should say on the left side. Jeez. On the left side. So starting from there, place 2 light blue wools going across to the left. That's 1, 2. And now 5 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place 9 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. And now 6 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now place 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. 1, 2. Now you're going to be placing 5 sets of 2s, or not 2s, sorry, 5 sets of 3s. 5 sets of 3s going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 5 sets of 2s. 3s! I just can't. I can't do this today. So that's 5 sets of 3s. Now you're going to be placing 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. And that's 1, 2. It should be making contact with those 2 black walls. So now we're going to be filling in the empty spaces in between the black wool and the light blue wool that we left with the light blue wool. So let's fill those in now. These small empty spaces. Alright. And that should be it. So now we fill those parts in. Now let's move over here to the left, or no, we already worked on the left. I can't today. I honestly can't today. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Everything is backwards. It's opposite day for Felix's brain. So let's move over here to the right, and we're going to fill in this empty part that we left. That's part of Sonic's shoe, but it's part of that shoe. You'll see what I mean. Let's switch over to the stone block. Now with the stone block, you're going to fill in this empty space here with stone. So fill this in. And now we're going to switch over to the nether brick and the nether rack. Now with the nether brick, we're going to move up here to this space, and you're going to find these 3 black wools that are making contact with this 1 black wool. Starting on top of the 3 black wools, you're going to place 3 nether bricks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. And then place 1 nether brick on top of this black wool. Now switch over to the nether rack. Now with the nether rack, you're going to be filling in the remaining empty space here with the nether rack. So fill this in. So it looks like that. As you can see from distance and from the second screen, it is part of Sonic's shoe, which is part of this one, not that one. So now we can go ahead and put these blocks away and continue with the blue. Now we're going to move down here to the bottom left, or again, opposite day. Go ahead, opposite day, Felix. Woo! Bottom right corner, and we're going to start off by using the cyan wool. Now with the cyan wool, we're going to find these 2 black wools going diagonal up to the right, starting underneath this black wool. So from there, you're going to place 2 cyan wools going down. That's 1, 2. And then place 1 cyan wool underneath the right block of these 2 black wools. So place 1 there. Now let's switch over to the obsidian. Starting underneath the 2 cyan wools going down, you're going to be placing 2 blocks going down. That's 1, 2. Now place 1 obsidian on the right side of the bottom block. So place 1 there. Now, starting from that block there, the bottom block of the 2 blocks going down, you're going to place 2 blocks going down on the left side. So that's 1, 2. And then 1 block going diagonal down to the left. That's 1. Now fill in this empty space here with obsidian, and that cow will die now. And fill in this empty space here with cyan wool. So it looks like this. Since that stupid cow didn't want to shut up, I warned him. I warned him earlier. I'm sure I'll leave it in the video where I warn him. Looks like you're gonna die now because you can't shut your mouth. Okay. I know you guys can't hear it because I do lower the volume. It's just edited and whatnot. But with me, I have the standard settings before I actually edit all of these tutorial videos. So it annoys me. It's a personal thing. It's not does not have anything to do with the tutorial or anything like that. It's just a personal thing. Rest in peace, cow. So now let's switch over to the light blue wool. Now with the light blue wool, we're going to move over here to these 2 cyan wools that are going down. Starting from the bottom block on the left side, so starting from there, you're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2. Now 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. 1, 2. And now 4 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 3 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3. Now 2 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2. Now place 3 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2, 3. And now 2 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2. And now 5 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place 9 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now 2 blocks going up on the right side. So on the right, 2 blocks. That's 1 and 2. Now you're going to be placing 11 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 blocks going diagonal up to the right. Now you're going to place 2 blocks going up on the right side. That's 1, 2. And now 3 blocks going up on the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to be filling in all of the empty spaces that we left behind with this light blue wool. Now, if you're ever wondering why I leave these empty spaces behind, it's to instruct you a lot faster. So I won't have to say linked. Like, for instance, I could be saying linked and all that, but any I don't know, direction that I can think of that doesn't involve linked or doesn't involve me saying linked, it's a lot easier. So I can just continue the flow of instructing you instead of saying, oh, do this link, 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 link. And after I'm just telling you the regular way of instructing all of this, I can just tell you to go back and fill in those empty spaces. It sounds complicating. It does. Believe me, it's a lot simpler. Everything I do will always sound complicating. Okay, so now we're going to move over here to this empty space here. And we're going to switch over to the obsidian block. Now, with the obsidian block, let's move to these 2 black walls that are making contact with this backwards L shape here. Starting from the bottom block, you're going to be placing, or starting from the bottom block on the left side, I should say. So starting from there, you're going to be placing 3 obsidian blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, and 2, and 3. Now fill in this empty space here with the obsidian. Alright. Now starting underneath the 2 black walls here, you're going to be placing 4 obsidians going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch over to the cyan wall. Place 1 cyan wall on top of that black wall. Now switch over to the light blue wool. Starting on top of this black wool, place 2 light blue wools going up. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. So it should look like this. Now switch over to the blue wool and fill in this empty space here with the blue wool. So do that now. And once you've done that, we're going to be switching back over to the obsidian. Now with the obsidian, going back again to these 2 black wools, on the right side, you're going to be placing 2 obsidian blocks going up alongside of these 2 black wools. So that's 1 and 2. And now place 6 blocks going up on the right side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now fill in this empty space here with the obsidian. And now that we've got that, we're going to move up here because I'm going to have to switch back to the black wall to close off this next section. So let's switch to the black wall once we're done with that. We're going to move up here to the right, not too far at all from this area that we just finished filling in. Just going up and to the right. Come across these 5 black walls going across and 1 black wall underneath it. Starting from the left block of these 5 black walls, so starting from there, you're going to place 1 block going diagonal up to the left with black wool. That's 1. Now starting on top of the black wool, you're going to be placing 3 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And now place 11 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. 11. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And it should close off this area here. So let's get rid of that placement block. And let's go back again to these 3 black walls going across to the left that started on top of this 1 black wall. Starting from the right block of these 3 black walls. So from that block, you're going to be placing 4 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of these. And now place 11 blocks going up on the right side. 11. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, starting from the bottom block of the 11 blocks going up, starting from that block there, you're going to count 3 blocks up, this being the first block that you count. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now, starting from that block, we're going to start on the right side of it. So from there, the right side, you're going to place 1 black wall there. And now place 3 sets of 2s going up on the right side. 3 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And now place 3 blocks going up on the right side. That's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to switch to the light blue wool, and let's move down here to the 1 black wool that we placed. Starting on top of it, you're going to be placing 4 sets of 2s going up on the right side with the light blue wool. So that's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s going up on the right. So now that we have that, we're going to switch over to the obsidian. Now with the obsidian block, you're going to be placing 1 block underneath these 3 black walls. So place 1 block there. Now from this 1 obsidian block, you're going to be placing 8 blocks going down on the right side. So let's just switch these blocks around. Whoops. Goodbye obsidian. Accidentally threw it away. I'm not chasing it. I'm not a chaser. So now with the obsidian block from that 1 black wool, you're going to, or 1 obsidian block, you're going to be placing 8 blocks going down on the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now place 2 blocks going down on the right side. That's 1, 2. And now place 6 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, struggling, and 6. Okay, so let's get rid of these placement blocks. And it should look like that so far. Now place 2 blocks going down on the right side. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. Now what you're going to be doing next is fill in this empty space here with obsidian, so fill that in. And then you're going to be filling in this single empty space here with obsidian. Staying within the black wool and obsidian outline, go ahead and fill this in with the obsidian. I'm going to time-lapse this part, so go ahead and fill this in. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now we're going to be switching over to the light blue wool. So let's switch over to the light blue wool now. And we're going to move to this area, going back to where we closed off this area with the 11 black wools going across. We're going to start underneath the left block of the 11 blocks. So starting from there, you're going to be placing 10 light blue wools going across to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it should look like this so far. Now you're going to be placing 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And now 4 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now place 3 blocks going down on the right side. That's 1, 2, 3. And now 7 blocks going down on the right side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now place 5 blocks going down on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now 4 blocks going down on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 3 sets of 2s going down on the left side. 3 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. And now 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. So it should look like this. And for whatever reason, appears to be a shadow glitch somewhere. I'm trying to get rid of that. Let's either do it. Yes, okay. So now you're going to be filling in the small remaining empty spaces in between the black wool and the light blue wool with the light blue wool. So go ahead and fill those in. There shouldn't be a lot. Okay. Boom. And we're done with that part. So now that we fill in those small empty spaces, what you're going to do next is... I was going to fill in that, but we'll do that later. We're going to switch over to the blue wool, and you're going to be filling in the remaining empty space here. It's one large empty space. It's Sonic's body here. And without, of course, going over the outline, fill in this large empty space here with the blue wool. So do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now let's work over here on Sonic's tail that we forgot. Well, we didn't forget, we just didn't get to it. So with the light blue wool, we're going to move down here to this empty space of the tail, all the way at the bottom right. Now from there, you're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now place 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And now 4 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now 2 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1 and 2. Now you're going to switch over to the obsidian. Now with the obsidian, you're going to be placing 1 block on top of the left block. So from the top block of the light blue wool, on the left side, place 1 obsidian block. And then 3 blocks going down on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 1 block going diagonal down to the right. So 1 block diagonal. And then fill in these 2 empty spaces here with obsidian. So fill this and this with the obsidian block. Keeping in mind that these 2 empty spaces here remain empty throughout the entire tutorial. So let's switch over to the blue wool. Now with the blue wool, you're going to fill in this single empty space here with the blue wool. So let's fill this in. And once you've filled it in, it should look like that. So now we're going to go ahead and work on Sonic's arm here and the glove. So what we're going to need first is, let's put away the blue because we're done with the blue, at least for this tutorial part. We'll work on the blue in the later tutorial part. Okay, so we're done with that. We're going to be switching to the birchwood planks, the oakwood planks, and the sand block. Later on, we'll switch over to the white wool and the light gray wool and the snow block for the glove. But for now, we're going to be switching to the oakwood. Starting off with the oakwood, moving down here to these 2 black wools next to the cyan stained clay and the stone block. Starting on top of these 2 black wools, you're going to be placing 2 oakwood planks going across. That's 1, 2. And then place a linked 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. So that's 1, 2. And now 2 blocks going up on the right side. That's 1, 2. And then switch over to the birchwood planks and fill in this empty space here with birchwood. So fill that in. Now switch to the sand block and fill in, or not fill in, but place one sand block on top of these two oak wood planks. So place one sand there. Now switch over to the birchwood planks. Now with the birchwood planks starting on the left side of the sand block, so starting from there, you're going to be placing one birchwood plank. So that's one. Now 2 blocks going up on the left side. That's 1, 2. And now 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. Now let's switch over to the oak wood planks. Now with the oak wood planks, you're going to be starting on the left side of this birchwood plank. And with the oak wood planks, place 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. Now let's switch over to the birchwood plank. Now with the birchwood plank, you're going to be placing one birchwood plank on the right side of the top block of these 3 blocks. So place one there. Now you're going to switch over to the sand block. Now with the sand block, you're going to be filling in these 4 empty spaces here between the black wool and the birchwood planks. Fill in these 4 empty spaces with the sand block. Let's fill this and this and that. So it looks like this. Switching back over to the birchwood planks, starting on top of these 3 oak wood planks going up, so starting from there, you're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to be placing one birchwood plank underneath these 3 oak wood planks going up, so place one there. Switch back to the oak wood planks, starting on the left side of the birchwood planks. With the oak wood planks, you're going to be placing 3 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And now with the oak wood planks, you're going to fill in this empty space here with oak wood planks. So do that now. Fill this in. And then once you fill that in, you're going to switch over to the birchwood planks. Now with the birchwood planks, you're going to be filling in this remaining empty space here with the birchwood planks. So do that now. Let's fill this in. And it should look like this. So now that we're done with Sonic's arm, all that's left is to work on his glove when it comes to this part. So we're going to start off by using the white wool. So we can go ahead and put away the sand block, the birchwood, and the oak wood because we're done with those for this tutorial part. Let's switch over to the white wool. We're going to need the snow, and for later on, we're also going to need the light gray wool. So let's, not the light gray wool, I believe it's the stone block. So let's switch over to the stone block. We'll need that later on. I think along with the light gray wool. I'm confused, I'm sorry. A lot of confusion. Alright, so now starting off with the white wool, we're going to move to this area here and place one white wool on top of these 3 black wools going up. So place one white wool there. And starting on the left side of it, you're going to be placing 3 blocks going down. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's actually 6. I don't know why I halved that. I don't know why I halved that. 3 more. Add 3 more. So in total, it's 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no idea why I just half that. Okay, so now that we have the 6, should be there. Now that we have these 6 blocks, not connecting, I'm a mess. So now that we have the 6 blocks going down, you're going to be placing 7 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. 7 blocks across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it should look like this so far. Now place 1 block going diagonal down to the right. That's 1. Now let's switch over to the snow block, and with the snow block, you're going to be filling in this single empty space here with snow, including this one space here with snow. So let's fill that one small space there, and let's fill in the empty space between the black wool and the white wool. The snow block. So it looks like that. Now we're going to switch over, or we don't have to switch because we're with snow. Good. This is good. Now let's move down here, and on top of this black wool, place 2 snow blocks going up. So that's 1, 2. And then on top of these 4 black walls going across, you're going to be placing 4 snow blocks going across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 snow. Now place 3 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. And to save us some time, we're just going to hug the outline until we reach this black wall. So go ahead and hug the outline of the black wall with the snow block. If you don't know what that means, again, quick recap. That means there's 2 black walls. So there you're going to be placing 2 snow blocks. 2 snow blocks. There's 1 black wall, so place 1. And there's these 2 black walls, so you're going to place 2. And there's these 6 black walls, so you're going to be placing 6 snow blocks. So that's what hugging the outline means. You just match the same amount of blocks with the different type of blocks. Same one, see, because it's 2 black walls, 2 snow blocks, 2 black walls. I don't believe I used that term so far in this tutorial because that's really a coloring in reference. But that's what hugging the outline means in future tutorials that you do, and possibly future tutorial part in this. So that's what hugging the outline means. It shouldn't be too hard or complicating to understand. As you can see, there's these there's these 3 black walls. So we place 3 snow blocks, sorry. And again, should not be hard at all to understand that. It's just hugging the outline. Okay, so now moving up here, we're going to be placing 3 snow blocks going across underneath these 3 black walls. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to repeat the same thing. Again, 3 snow blocks underneath these 3 snow blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it looks like that. And now we're going to move up here. With the snow block, you're going to be placing 5 snow blocks going across underneath these 5 black walls going across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then place 1 snow block underneath this black wall. Going back over here, place 1 snow block underneath the right block of the 5 blocks going across. So place 1 there. And underneath this black wall, place 2 snow blocks going down. That's 1, 2. And now 5 blocks going down on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should look like this. Now you're going to switch over to the white wool, and with the white wool, you're going to fill in this remaining empty space here, this single empty space, staying within the outline. Fill this in with the white wool, so do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now we're going to be moving down here and switching to the light gray wool. With the light gray wool, underneath the left block of these 3 black wools going across, you're going to be placing 1 light gray wool. So place 1 light gray wool there. Now you're going to switch over to the stone block. Now with the stone block, you're going to be hugging the outline until you reach the bottom block of these 8 black wools here. So right there is going to be the endpoint. We'll just put that there as a placeholder so we know where to stop. So just hug the outline with the stone block. So let's do that. Just hugging the outline. So it should look like this. Again, a very simple term to understand. So that was hugging the outline. Now you're going to switch over to the snow block. Now with the snow block, we're going to fill in this empty space here with the snow. So fill this in. Now let's switch over to the white wool, and with the white wool, let's move to this area here that's below the snow block. Starting underneath the right block of these 2 black walls, so from there, place 1 white wool, so that's 1 white. And then 2 blocks going down on the right side, that's 1, 2. Now 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right, that's 1 and 2. Now place 9 blocks going down on the right side. 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now place 1 block going diagonal down to the right. Or down to the left. The left. Ugh. Down to the left. That's 1. Now, starting underneath this 1 white wool, so from there, again, it went down to the left. So from there, you're going to be placing 3 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. And it should be making contact with this black wall in this exact way. Now, starting from there, you're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. And now you're going to switch over to the snow block, and with the snow block, you're going to be filling in the empty spaces that were left behind between the black wool and the white wool. Fill those empty spaces with the snow block. Let's fill this in. So it looks like that. Now let's move on from this area, just moving a little bit to the right and coming across these 2 sets of 2s going across on the upper level to the right, these 2 black walls. You're going to switch over to the snow block. Let's start off with snow, and we're going to start on top of this black wall. So from there, you're going to essentially hug the outline of the black wall going all the way down until you reach that point there, the bottom part of the 4, or I should say the top part of the 4 black walls going across. So that's our stopping point there. So we're just going to hug the outline going all the way down to the right. So let's hug the outline with the snow block. So it looks like this. And now place 1 snow block on top of the right block of these 4 blocks going across. So place 1 snow block there. Now from this area, we're going to move up. Don't get it confused with this area here. That's part of nothing. But going up here to where this 1 black wool is, starting underneath it, you're going to once again hug the outline of the black wool until you reach this 1 black wool. And we can also put 1 snow block on top of this black wool, but this is going to be our stopping point. So we can put a snow block right there. That's going to be our stopping point. And we're going to hug the outline going all the way to the right. So let's hug it with the snow block. And it should look like this. Now, as a future reference, this empty space here does not get filled in. So when we do the time lapse later on, remember, make a conscious effort of remembering not to fill this in, because this empty space is just a part of this. That's not part of the pixel art, as you can see. Okay, so just remember not to fill that in. So now from this area, we're going to move up, and let's move to this next section of his finger. You're going to be placing 1 snow block on top of this black wool, so place 1 there. So it looks like that. And then, starting on top of this black wool, you're just going to be placing the same amount of blocks. In other words, just going to be placing them going all the way to the right. So let's just place them going over here to the right. And now, starting on top of this black wool, you're going to be placing 2 snow blocks going across to the left. That's 1 and 2. Now, you're going to add 2 snow blocks going up on top of this right block. So that's 1. 2, and then place 1 snow block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. So it should look like this. It's a little hard to see. Let me show you this way. There you go. So now we're going to move up here to this next area, and to make it easier on ourselves, we're going to use the white wool for this. Now with the white wool, let's move to these 2 black wools going up. I'll fly back a bit so you can see where we are. Now again, do not get confused with this small space here. This does not get filled in at all, similar to down there. There are some spaces around here that do not get filled in. I think these are the only 2 on this side. But remember, this does not get filled in. Okay, so now with the white wool, we're going to move to these 2 black wools going up, starting on the top block on the right side of it. So starting from there, you're going to be placing 7 blocks going diagonal up to the right with white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's get rid of the placement blocks. And now you're going to switch to the placement block and put a placement block on the right side of the last block of the 7 white wool. So place 1 there. Now switch over to the white wool, and starting on top of this placement block, you're going to be placing 4 blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And to make it easier on ourselves, we can also make it 5. So you can add an additional block to close this area off. Just add 5. So in the end, it was 5 white wools. So it looks like this. it was making contact with these black walls. So now we're going to switch over to the snow block, and with the snow block, you're going to fill in the remaining empty spaces here in between the white wool and the the black wool. Getting the blocks mixed up always. All right, so let's fill them in with the snow block, and it should look like this. Now, for the final part and for the final instruction for this tutorial part, we're going to switch over to the white wool, and with the white wool, you're going to be filling in the remaining single large area, staying within the outline. Do not cross outside of the, let's say, the snow block outline, the black wool outline. Just stay within this outline. As you can see, this is just one single large area here. So go ahead and fill this in with the white wool. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So I'm going to pause here and continue my Sonic Minecraft pixel art tutorial in part 6. Now remember, if you want to request a pixel art tutorial that you would like to see of your favorite anime character, cartoon character, favorite game character, favorite celebrity, favorite whatever, make sure to request it in the latest PAW videos. I repeat, I do not take any pixel art request in any tutorial parts, time-lapse videos, or showcase videos. The only place I take pixel art requests are in the latest PAW videos, so make sure to check that out. You can also request on my Instagram, my Facebook, and on my Twitter, so make sure to follow me on there for quick updates on when I'll be live streaming, because a lot of you also ask when I live stream, so make sure to check those out. So with all of that being said, make sure to stay tuned in for more Minecraft videos.